Thanks, Annabelle, and happy to be here on behalf of the African Climate Foundation. Just to start off by saying that the driving concept of the foundation is to address climate change on the continent, but also unlock new avenues of development. So essentially working at the nexus of climate change and development and building and shaping narratives that are specific to the local conditions and context of African countries. So for example, we see renewable-based electrification as central for the transition in urban centers and cities, but there are also co-benefits and socioeconomic transformation elements that are key for this conversation, and I think other speakers have echoed this. And our urban landscapes portfolio is particularly important, and while it's relatively underdeveloped, our work on the Just Energy Transition Partnership in South Africa gives us a solid foundation to start engaging with the issue of building resilience in the built environment. So while we have more questions than answers, I think a key element we would want to see is how we sufficiently bring in the conversation of transition finance, which is fundamentally different from other packages or forms of finance. So I think terminology is important, and we see this as central to putting human level investments at the center of urban spaces. And there are two key areas I think philanthropy can do to support the transition in the built environment. First is to support countries in transforming their climate ambitions or nationally determined contributions, their NDCs, into credible investment plans. So identify opportunities to structurally transform carbon intensive sectors like buildings and infrastructure and drive new sources of quality finance around that. And second, as philanthropies, is to strategically support projects and programs that are catalytic in nature. So leveraging grant funding to unlock and crowd in additional capital. And again, I think there are great lessons from South Africa's Just Energy Transition Partnership on this. So thank you, I'll leave it there.